If you were taking the SAT and you saw this math question, how long would it take you to solve it? This question gives us an equation with a and b as constants. X has to be positive in this equation, and a plus b has to equal 2. We need to find what the value of a minus b is. Now, if I solve this question, I would actually press the calculator button on the SAT testing software and do exactly this. Let's type this equation into Desmos and x to the b squared. And we need to make sure this equals x to the power 16. So I'm actually going to have Desmos solve values of a and b for us. I'm going to just plug in the answer choices. So first, let's set up this equation, because we know this must be true. And then we can type in the answer choices and just see which one is true. So this is the first answer choice A is a minus b equals 8. Let's see, so it solves a and b for us, it graphs them, and yeah, they're the same. Right, it's the green line on top of the blue line. So the answer is actually just 8, because a minus b equals 8. I got kind of lucky there because that was the first answer choice. But let's say I tried 14. You'll notice they aren't the same anymore. And if I try 16, these two graphs aren't the same anymore. And then same thing for 18. So we know for sure it's A. And if you've been watching my videos, you might be wondering, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I type in the x equation and the a plus b equals 2 equation in one line of regression and have Desmos solve for a and b for me, and I can just do a minus b, and that'll be the answer. You notice 0 isn't even one of the answer choices. This is definitely wrong. The reason why this doesn't work is because the values of a and b it finds for us isn't true for all the values of x. For example, if I say x1 equals 8, the values of a and b change. If I say x1 equals 9, they change again. So it's not true for all the values of x. And normally how we fix this is we do this, right? We just say x1 equals to a bunch of numbers. But if we try that here, you'll notice x1 equals just random numbers. This way we can simulate x1 being available and make sure that Desmos finds values of the constants that is true for all of these values of x. And the problem is this doesn't work here because Desmos can't store a list inside a list. Okay, when you're doing brackets, anytime you're doing brackets, it's telling Desmos what's inside the brackets is a list. And then you do another brackets up here, so then it's gonna try to do a list inside a list, and Desmos just bugs out. It won't work. So anytime you're trying to do system of equations with regression, you won't be able to simulate any constants being available. You have to find another way to solve it.